Hello, footies, and welcome back to episode 704 of your massive Friday goodness of FC 26. No, we are not Tuesday Club 2.0. We are the hooligans more of the Friday Club. We're the guys who like to go round the back of the bike sheds and have a cigarette. That's the guys you're dealing with today. Not those nice guys on a Tuesday. It's a bit dark out there. It's a bit cold. Who are you going to call for? Well, it's the Friday Club. We're here. And who better to ask to join me than my two other hooligans here? We've got my good friend John, formerly known as Talking Foot. How you doing, my friend?
I'm very, very good. Thanks, Chris. It's great to be back on the pod.
Good, mate. It's good to have you back as well. And we've got the man with those twinkle toes. He's a bit under the weather, unfortunately. He was bitten by a shark this week. It is my good friend, James Delando, 77. How you doing, my friend?
I'm okay. It looks like that way. I've got an issue with my finger at the moment, but we go on.
Yeah.
The stage is set, so we're all good.
And guys, it was great to meet you last weekend. I know the boys talked about it on Tuesday. We'll talk a little bit about the meetup and tell folk what our experiences were like at the mighty Stenhouse Muir. But it's almost like EA knew it was a special Friday Club because they have put on not just a normal promo, but a monster promo. James Delando, what is it called and who's involved?
Well, this week, when you say monster, we've got 40 plus cards this week, Chris, and it's the Festival of Captains. Now, also, I believe they've got enhanced chemistry as well to that, so that's always a plus. Everyone in the foot community loves a wee bit of extra chemistry, so that's good. You've got a couple of high-end cards, but also as well, you've got quite a lot of low-rated cards, unfortunately, 84s, 85s. Could be good for Evils, of course, could be good for first owner squads, and so on and so forth. But pretty much I'm excited about the enhanced chemistry and see if we can pack anything decent at the moment. Looking so far, decent cards at the top end, not so much at the bottom. What's your thoughts?
John, I'll tell you, let's pass it to you because you are a student of the game. You understand bits and pieces. You're good with history. And we could do Ingve as well here tonight. But is this very much a new promo? Have we seen something like this before?
If I'm absolutely honest, I'm not sure. It's probably based off something that we've had, but this is different. So yeah, the increased chemistry, as James has already referenced, we tend not to have had that outside of hero cards and icons. Possibly end of an era. It came in this year, started that, so that's a big boost, as James has said. And just to add, it's also vice captains, not just captains, and that's why the squad number is bloated at 43.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you want Evie to confirm that, but I'm not 100% sure if I've done something like this before. But yeah, it looks good.
I mean, first of all, let's talk about the card design. It looks pretty stunning, I think. Can't we agree with the pink on there? Having a real lover of pink myself. I'm looking at the Virgil van Dijk card, and it does look pretty good. He's wearing the national strip, isn't he, of the Netherlands? So John will be delighted about that. And if I click on the likes of Leah Williamson, it's England. So it seems to be based around this weekend's international break. So guys, let's get into it. Let's maybe pick one or two cards that are there. But just very quickly, I'm a little bit confused. I've not played a lot of the game recently, but when I look at it, I've got a Harry Kane. He's 91 rated against his normal 89. Virgil van Dijk, he's 90 rated against his 90 rated gold card. I mean, is it my eyes? I know I'm getting old, but Delando, am I wrong here?
No, I think best man to ask for that is John, because I believe you touched on that, John. So the spotlight's on you, my friend.
Don't go down that road. Lead you down that really dark alleyway. I would a couple of things, like all EA promotions, there is almost no rhyme and reason. Yeah, so like you said, Harry Kane's base is an 89. You said that 90 inform and then a 90 player of the month. So this is another +1. Mbappe's been he's got a 92 player of the month, and now he's got a 92 special. Van Dijk's a 90, and there's also a 90 special. So there is no rhyme or reason, which is typical of EA. It's a bit like we've talked about it in previous promotions. Some person gets a +1, some people get a +24. Mm-hmm. There is no rhyme or reason. There is no justification apart from in the world of EA Sports. So I would read into that what you want.
Okay.
And also, you said, John, a change of play styles, is that right, compared to the base cards?
Yeah, so some of them definitely do. So if you look at Harry Kane's playstyles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low driven, but his gold card, his playstyle plus was finesse shot. On this new card, his playstyle plus is low driven, which is one of the metas of the game. Yeah, I think the other one was Donnarumma was an example. So his base card has 2 playstyles, footwork and deflector plus. His new card has 4 playstyles, and far reach is the playstyle plus. So as well as the change to chemistry, there is a change to their playstyles. Some have more playstyles, some have the same amount of playstyles, but different playstyles. So again, it'll be that balance to your squad that you're possibly looking for.
So is this EA very much trying to dampen the curve, James? Would you say?
Well, there's quite a lot of high-rated cards. At the
I'm
low
going to jump
end,
in there.
go ahead.
Who's packing those high-rated cards, James?
Well, it's certainly not me anytime soon, unfortunately. I haven't packed anything good this year, unfortunately. Back to Chris's initial point, are they stopping the curve? I think maybe they're trying to maybe increase it a wee bit better. I think possibly, Chris, and I might be off with this, maybe their player base has been a wee bit low recently. People's not been happy with the power curve. People's not been happy with the rewards. Maybe this is a new strategy from EA. You just never know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if I look at it, let's pick one card, and guys, I'll give you a chance to have a wee look through the rest of the promo, because for people who just a wee look behind the curtain, we normally record at 7 o'clock UK, but we've decided to record as quick as possible at 6 PM today. So we've just literally, the promo has dropped on us. So that's why we're a little bit woolly potentially of where we are. So guys are having a quick look at the team. But if I look at Odegaard, so you take Norway, they're about to qualify for the World Cup for the first time in a very long time. I think he's going to be absolutely delighted with that. Also, the fact is their strip is absolutely wonderful, goes lovely with the card. The card design is absolutely stunning on him. But if I look at his playstyles, he has incisive pass plus, which is hard for me to say with these teeth. He also has other playstyles, which is ping pass, got on his gold card. He's got inventive, got on his gold card. He has got technical and first touch. You can guess, guys, he's got it on his gold card. We go and look at it. Only difference he's got is like silver trickster. You then look at his stats, and to be fair, his stats are a little bit better in terms of his pace. It's 83 and it's 68. So they've boosted his pace as well. Both 87 rated cards. Shooting's better, passing's better, everything's ever slightly so better. So again, it seems like to me that EA are doing their very best to dampen the curve as much as possible. And that card, as he desperately tries to find the price, is 443,000 coins. And John, I'll come to you very quickly in a wee second there. I just want to give people the gold card price, which is 9,500. So, John, I'll let you jump in here. I see your hand was up.
I was going to call out. I think there's two things. The additional playstyle of Trickster doesn't affect most people, but the really good players can maybe use it to their advantage. I think it's those stat boosts that you were talking about, Chris. I mean, 15 plus pace puts him into that well over the 80 bracket. His defence and physical gets boosted, but it's also not the stat. He only had a 2-star weak foot on his gold. He now has a 3-star weak foot. So for most people, it's still not good enough. But for me, not being a great player, a 3-star weak foot's fine in the middle of the park. So I do think there is those things as well that you've got to look at. But going to your question, are they dampening the curve? I think they are.
Mm-hmm.
But they've always said that is the plan. But this card is still a well-rounded card. And on those stats, again, EA stats thing never makes sense. That could have been an 88, for example, with the same stats. And people wouldn't have been querying. They would have looked at all the stats, the +1, and went, oh, that's an upgrade. Now it's just a stats upgrade, basically, and a weak foot upgrade. But it's not. And also, just to reiterate, you said we're doing this quite early today. Those prices will all settle way lower than this.
Yeah, we certainly will, because I mean the prices do feel to me low in the game just now. So guys, you've had a wee quick look. Is there any player other than the massive ones that we always want to Pack, the Mbappes of this world. Is there really a player there that you're looking at going, that interests me because that suits my style of play? Let's go to you first, James.
I would go for Andy Robertson, 86 rated, even though it's 3-star. I think the quality of this card is in terms of the play styles. So he's got Relentless Plus, Whip Pass, Jockey, which is great for a defender, especially a fullback as well. Anticipate, Slide Tackle, and he's also got Bruiser. Then not only that, we've got roles as well, like Wingback plus, Attacking Wingback plus, Fullback plus, and he can also play left midfielder plus as well. Pace at 85, shooting 72, passing 84, dribbling 81, defence is 86, and physical is 83. So overall, it comes, and of course, again, just to touch on what John says, the prices that we quote right now are, of course, are going to come down. So at the moment, you're looking at 320k. Which is quite expensive for a Robertson card. However, it looks pretty good, and that's something I'll keep my eye on for that card. Looks pretty good, great potential for evolutions. Of course, we want the high-end cards and things like that, but if we were going to pick some gems from the selection, I would certainly say Robertson's a gem in that.
Perfect. And John?
And also,
sorry.
I might add as well, sorry, Chris, my apologies, just to add as well, fullbacks are quite a delicacy in this game. There's not a lot of really good fullbacks, so I'm always looking to get a fullback in before I go for my attackers or midfielders, not because pretty much same. But basically, fullbacks are a rare commodity. So yeah, I like the look of Robertson.
Mm-hmm. It's nothing to do with Scotland.
No, I
nothing
agree.
to do with Scotland. There's 3 Scots on the show tonight, so I just want to say that we are not being biased. So we do, unfortunately, I'm sorry, my big pal Marius, but we do want them to win this week in Greece and qualify for the World Cup before 1998. It's been that long since we've been there. So, John, a player for you. Who do you quite like the look of?
Only because he's already picked Andy Robertson. I was possibly looking at Andy for my left back slot. I might take Caroline Weir. The fact she's Scottish is possibly pushing that, but she's under 30,000 coins for a person that can play cam, central midfield, right wing, 4-star. They're all silver play styles, but there's finesse shot, incisive pass, inventive pass, technical, first touch, trickster. And I think, she's got like 91 balance off the bat. Paces in the 80s, all the shooting apart from penalties is in the 80s, passing's all in the 80s, 92 short passing. I think she'd be great wee cam. And also 5'8", should be quite nimble.
So,
and that's like 30,000 at the minute. So,
and I don't expect that to go up too high, do you, John? I mean, I think there's probably...
No, because she's not... It's a women's league in Spain, but again, we'll give you some soft links to Pina. A lot of people are using that, some soft links to Patry and things like that. So for me at the minute, I'm using Verts as my cam.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might just stick Caroline Weir in. It's something different.
Mm-hmm. And now, as I say, there's 3 Scots on the show. Is there anybody else that you guys have had a look at that you think, who isn't Scottish? I don't think there's anybody left to pick. Is there anybody else that you can think of that you potentially would like to put in your team? Or is there a player? So I was thinking about this as well. I'm someone who likes to use the same players almost every season. Is there a player in there that you've used before? You think, yeah, suits my style of play? Let's go with you, John. Is there anybody else?
Yeah, sorry, if you said me, you've already referenced him before we got on the pod. Lewandowski. Lewandowski just shoot, score. And now that he's got that increased pace and things like that, I think that'd be a great wee card. Again, a lot of people are running La Liga squads, so that would definitely come in. Do you know what I mean? But again, he's got that 80 pace now. He's got touch on the passing, but finesse shot plus is really, really good. Still got low driven and silver. An incisive pass, first touch, which is really handy. So yeah, I'd be very happy to get Lewandowski and drop Pina to the bench.
And James, you're going to come in there as well. Is there a player that you like before we move on?
Maybe a spanner in the works because there's no playstyle plus, but I still believe it's still an elite card. And please God forgive me. It is Teo Tchouaméni, the Real Madrid CDM. He's got precision header, jockey, intercept, anticipate, aerial, fortress, relentless, and bruiser. He's also got the roles in ball playing defender, CDM centre half plus, deep line playmaker plus, box to box plus, and deep line playmaker plus. I've used his gold card, and I was impressed with it. I'm impressed with this card every year, to be honest with you. Even though he hasn't got a playstyle plus, I'd still be inclined to try it out, although some people might disagree with me on that because the price at the moment you're looking at 836k, so that's a high-end card for not having a playstyle plus, so I might be talking absolute mince here. But early on, just looking at it right now, Chris, I would say that looks like a good card.
Brilliant.
Have you spotted, Chris?
Oh, I mean, I look at the prices at the moment, and I think it's because we're probably recording so early than we normally do. But the Odegaard card, I think, is one I like. I like the look of the card first and foremost. As I say, the Norwegian strip is, I think, is pretty stunning. You look at that card; it fits nicely with the card design as well. It's 428,000, so unlikely that I can afford it at the moment. I've just picked up Bellingham for 40,000 coins, which is a 90 rated card. I do like my players to be tall. I'll be honest with you. So I'm rocking Lewandowski. I actually switched him over for Scream Crouch at the minute up front, along with Pina. So I've enjoyed doing that. I use a 2 up top. I know people were slagging me off on Saturday about it. But that's the card that I would like to try, the Odegaard. I think the boost in pace now makes him more usable in that role. It doesn't have the play styles are okay. I think we're at a stage of game in a minute where, it's no so important because the cards you come up against are not super juiced at the minute. But that's a card for me if I pack anything. But unfortunately, my pack luck has been so bad at the minute that I've hardly picked up any promos. So hopefully, with a multitude of cards that are in this promo, that we'll be able to pick up some. And when we come back next week and talk about it, we've certainly packed some of them. As we move on, though, we always look at it from an SBC point of view. And who is out tonight? It is Angel Di Maria. It's a flashback Di Maria for his win in the CONMEBOL Copa America 2024 final. He is costing 78,000 coins. That all depends on what you've got in your club, of course. That is the cash price there. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at him. He's 87 rated. In terms of playstyles, I'll quickly run through them. He's got technical plus, so let's go to our playstyle expert and James. James, is that one that you look at from a player point of view, the technical plus, or just he also has trickster, long ball, inventive, incisive pass, finesse, and chip shot? I mean, is there any of those that really float your boat?
I would say so, Chris. In terms of technical plus, yeah, definitely for a winger, it's always good to do the R1 sprint, and then he's got plus rolls as well. And then just for our listeners, it is 3 squads. It's a 83 rated squad, 1 team of the week, 1 Argentina player. You've got 1 team of the week and 84 rated. And then the final squad is 85 rated with 1 team of the week. So not too high squads. That's why the price is what it is. But again, quite pricey having 3 team of the weeks. But nevertheless, it looks a very, very nice card. Yeah, definitely. It's good to have cards from that league as well. There's not a lot. It's only like at the start of the game with the card designs at the start for the SBCs. So it's always good to have Italian, beg my pardon, Argentina league. So yeah, definitely looks a nice card. 3-star weak foot. It's a bit disappointing, but that's Angel Di Maria. If you ever watched them, that makes sense. But 5-star skills is pretty good. Yeah, decent SBC, decent price. Happy with that.
And John, for you, is it a must-do, medium one, or leave alone?
Medium. I think you're doing them if you're maybe running a past and present, PSG, Man United, whatever it may be, because he doesn't have the boosted chemistry of the captains. So he purely is just a flashback card. And obviously the league that he's in, there are not many people using that league. So who are you linking him to? Potentially a Messi. What other Argentinians are you linking them to? Nobody wants to link him to Varane. No disrespect, Varane. So I don't really quite see where he sits in most people's teams, but he will sit in some people's teams. So for me, he's a might do.
And then objective player-wise, we'll have a quick look before we come on the show. It's Ilka Gundogan, who used to be Man City, he was Barcelona for a while. I think he went back to Man City and now plays for Galatasaray. I think it looks like an end of need. I don't think he's got the chemistry boost there. German player, CM, 86 rated. It's 4 objectives. I'm sure it's fairly easy to do. He has pinged pass plus. He's got tiki-taka, first touch, which I know you love, James, press proven, and intercept. So, again, looking at also his playstyles, he's got playmaker plus, deep line playmaker normal, playmaker for a cam, and centre midfielder box to box. So, again, guys, is this one that you'll probably do as you're going through the game, but will he make your team? Let's go with you, James, first.
Past and present Barcelona team, that's about it, Chris.
Mm-hmm. So nothing super excited about that card for you?
Well, I'm excited because it'll add to my past and present Barcelona team, but that's about it, really. More disappointed with the other SBC in G1 compared to what we've got tonight. I don't feel that's priced well. What do you think?
Let me just pull that up.
Seems very, very pricey. Like, for example, we've got 83, right, okay, team of the week, but then 85.
And she's
no even in 90 pace, and again, no... what were you going to say?
I was going to say she will link with Gundogan being German as well, right back, female German right back, to be fair. She will link there. She's got the jockey plus, hasn't she? Rapid, first touch, anticipate, whipped pass, which I absolutely love. I think it's good to have that. And amazingly long throw as well, as we start to see that come back into professional football, the long ball. We did see plenty of that at Steny on Saturday. So next the ball was in the air that much. But John, just very quickly on those two cards then. So we've got the win card and we've got the Gundogan card. You'd said something there about being excited. Which was it?
Gundogan, because he's free. Right. You'll pick him up just doing a couple of squad battles as you're evoing somebody or doing something else, chasing your season points. We'll all pick a Gundogan, not a problem. Gwen, I think James is absolutely spot on for that level of money. She's certainly not a defender. I mean, Jockey Plus is her only defensive, and Anticipate is her only defensive play styles. So is that a wing back? And not many people are using 5. Well, you don't get 5 backs now, so do you play on the right mid? I don't know where you play.
She should play right midfield, which is a wide playmaker. She can also play wing back, left back, which is attacking wing back plus, and right back, which is attacking wing back plus. So it sounds very much like she is that attacking foil potentially for you.
Well, definitely, because she's only got two defensive play styles. But again, I agree with James. There's a real shortage of quality fullbacks at this stage of the game. But I'm not putting her in.
Okay. Sorry. I'm really sorry to win there. We really apologise to you and your mother, who's probably listened to us and shouting at her.
Come on and give us a telling off.
Guys, so for us, feels like a new promo. If Ingve was here, he would tell us we're incorrect because it's an old style promo, and I'm sure he'll put it on the Discord. But for you, thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down? What are you saying, James, first? Thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down?
I go with thumbs up.
Brilliant.
Why not?
Positivity there. John, are you going to be just as positive?
I'll tell you next week once I've packed some, and if I don't pack some, it'll be thumbs down. But no, seriously, at the minute, it looks a good. It looks a good. Andy Robertson looks a great upgrade. I know I joked about Caroline Weir, but I might actually use her. You want Odegaard. These are all upgrades to your team. At our level, we're not running around with Mbappes and things, so they're all potential upgrades if you pack them or you spend your coins. But
yeah, definitely.
I think it's a thumbs up.
We would mention Kylian Mbappe, but he has 15 million coins. He is going to be rarer than unicorn dropping, so we will give that one a buy just now. Just very quickly, guys, I know the boys talked about it on Tuesday, and you both joined us on Saturday there, and John, you joined us on Sunday as well. Just very quickly, what was your thoughts on the meetup at the weekend? I'll go with you first, James.
I thought it was great. Just for the listeners, we went to Stennismuir against Kilty Hearts. We had the hospitality. It was a lovely meal that we had at the start. Probably the poshest meal I've seen in Scotland. So there you go. So it was really nice. Then we had the match, and then we had the dinner. But to be honest, the football did not match the company. Do you know what I mean? So it was good. It was a good laugh. We all got on with everyone. Also, there was a few people that brought their partners, Chris.
Yep.
And it was funny to see that it was just a duplicate of themselves, if that makes any sense. They showed their partners and themselves it was just good in that way that both their partners were synced to each other. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you had your partner,
Yep.
Mario had his partner, and so on. Also Graham as well. Just everyone got on, and just it was great, mate. And it was the first time me and myself meeting you all in person after a few years, known you, of course, so, and
Mhm.
being around the foot coaching aspect of it. So I really enjoyed it. It was great. It was really, really good.
Brilliant. I'm glad. It was really lovely to meet you in person. We've talked several times over the virtual side, but to see you in person was great there, mate. It was really good to have you there, and it was great company. And John, we've known each other for a long time. I've seen each other a few times. How did you find the weekend?
As always, they're great. Like you said, I've been to several meetups, and Stennismuir was fantastic. The food and the service by the club was great. Football was not as what we were hoping for, but it still was a 2-2, and there were some great goals actually scored. The half time was great, and afterwards, the girls at the looking after us for the drinks, they just could not stop giving you drink. It was fantastic service. If you wanted drink, if you wanted soft drinks, they were happily serve them as well. So thumbs up to Stennismuir for a fantastic looking after us. But again, like James talked about, it's the community that the foot coaching and foot in review has built. And like you said, you came for the first time, James, and you just gelled in. It was my first actually seeing Graham in the flesh, and we just gelled and so on and so forth. So I think it's something that we have built as a really good community, and these things are fun. So the Saturday was fun. We'll not talk about the partners thing too much. Those in the know. And then obviously the Sunday again, I met Nick for the first time, really good guy. Met Neil
Yes.
from the Tuesday 2.0 club, again, really good guy. We all just gel, but we just talk football, FIFA, life, tellies, family. It's just again, fantastic.
No, it was great. Thank you guys for coming. We loved having you. It was great to have Marius over. So if anybody's know who Marius is the person that he hosts our Crete event. So we stay at the wonderful avamarhotel.gr. Look it up. Absolutely wonderful. So we stay there for a week. It's an amazing time that we have. And we got to meet Graham. And also a big boost for us. First of all, let me mention Neil. Neil's now part of the hosting team as well, so congratulations to him as well. So his new nickname is Bullseye. To him that's seen him play darts, he is definitely he started off really poor. I think he was just lulling us into a false sense of security before he absolutely ripped us to bits at the game, especially the game killer.
That's what I done, Chris. I didn't want to show you up playing darts. You know what I mean? I would have beat everyone there.
So congratulations to Neil for winning the darts as well. And that'll be absolutely brilliant. So it was good fun that was. And and also we have to say a massive congratulations to Nick, who was the first person. We met him at the very first Crete event, and he is going to celebrate in about 3 weeks' time a magical event for him. And we wish him and his partner all the best for that day as well. So congratulations to them. It was great to see them, and we wish them all the best. So guys, and you may be wondering, how do you come to these events? Does it cost money? What do you have to do? Really simple. Go to patreon.com/foot in review. Join the Patreon, join the Discord, come in and be a nice person. That's all we ask of everybody. And that is all and come and join the events. Potentially next year, we may be going to the Netherlands. I've spoken to John. He is potentially trying to set it up for hospitality for us in a town that sells fish. And there's 2 teams, a red and a blue. So it's going to be very interesting. He was telling me a story about them. So when John comes back, and again, we want to get a shout out to John. He's off today. He's just had a small op, and we hope he gets better very soon. And I'm sure we're going to hear from him very quickly as well. But guys, that was a great event, but we need to quickly move on to what John wants to bring up, which is sandbagging. We won't go too hard. We won't go too negative. John wants to talk about sandbagging. So, John, please take it away.
I know it was a thing in the past and it's been referenced in previous pods, and then things seem to improve. But there seems, certainly on the X community and a couple of things in our Discord, there's a feeling that because rewards are so poor, people are not pushing themselves to progress up the rivals ladder because it's not worth it for the rewards. So they're quite happily staying lower down, getting their wins for Weekend League, being able to complete the gauntlets, which I think is slightly, what do you call it, the matchmaking terminology is going right out, skill-based matchmaking, sorry. So I think there's a bit of that. So they're smashing the tournaments, they're winning the gauntlets, they're playing their weekend leagues, but they're not really progressing in rivals. So that then means that people that are generally trying to get out or up the ladders in rivals are actually meeting really good players, and it's stopping them from getting rewards, even though they're not great. So I've been as high as Div 6 this year. Previous years, like last year, I got to Div 2. I was one game away from Div 1. I did bottle it. But Div 2 is where I sat most of last year. I've never been higher than Div 6 this season, this game, and I'm in Div 7 at the minute. Top end, I've only one win to go back to 6. But I feel that every game I'm playing really good players, and it's like, what's happening? Where are the casuals? And I think it literally is, we're playing people that are not challenging themselves to progress as much as they used to do because the rewards aren't worth the effort.
And James,
Just putting
can
out
you
there.
let us know what division you're in at the moment?
5, I think.
Yeah.
5.
And is that a level that, I know you've been at elite as well, is that a level you feel that you want to progress beyond at the moment, or are you quite happy just being there?
No, I'm not happy. I'm very angry about my performance this
All
year.
right.
It's been a very tough game. Every single year's extremely tough. I'm finding it very hard to adapt to all the buttons that you have to press and all the mechanics that you need to do. So it's very tough for my guy that plays with their feet. Yes, I've got into like Div 1 before elite level. So I don't think it's acceptable for me. Me personally being in Div 5 at the moment.
I mean, James, I think you're being a bit hard. I mean, you're an inspiration to us all. To be honest with you, my friend. You're an inspiration to us all. You're a lovely guy, first and foremost. It was lovely to meet you on the Saturday. But what I was going to say is, so I think you're being a bit hard on yourself, but in terms of sandbagging, do you feel the players that you're meeting are a level you'd expect them to be higher, or is it just the game for you, for your point of view?
I understand what John's saying, and it's obviously it's true, but me personally, I don't really mind. I want to play good players, Chris. I don't want to play weak players. Yeah. The only way you learn is playing off the best. So me personally, I'd rather play good players than casuals. I don't want to just go matchmaking for easy games. I want to play the best.
It's just, I'll be honest with you, I picked the game up, as you know, we had a busy weekend. I picked the game up on Monday, and I thought I'll try the challengers. I'm kind of swimming about in Division 7 at the moment, and I got absolutely battered. I mean, literally there was 5 games I got battered in the challenges, and that's not even in champs. And I just felt, you know, I'm an experienced player. I'm not necessarily a great player, but I'm an experienced player. And these guys I was playing, either they were good players, simple as that. And I was found that quite surprising that would be the case. And when you said, John, you wanted to talk about that tonight, but the fact is the rewards are the problem, it just felt to me that challengers one was really tough, really, really tough. So, John, is that what are you feeling the same way, that your league feels a lot harder than it should be?
Generally, yes. I have been on a little bit of a run, so I've tried to do the basics that John Foot Coaching talks about: less games, more focus, etc., etc. But there are some games, especially in these tournaments and the gauntlets, where it is just like, I played a guy, I had 170 something passes, did my usual, I do pass and move a lot. I don't keep the ball. Pass and move it forward. Pass move. Pass move. He only had 52 passes. He beat me 9-0.
Mhm.
Couldn't touch him. I had the ball, great, but got to the box, couldn't do anything really good with it. He defended really well, and then he just went straight up the park and scored 9 times, 5 with Pina. And it's like, this guy is way above my skill B at matchmaking level, unless it is open. But I'm finding in those tournaments and gauntlets and a little bit of rivals, that's what I'm meeting all the time. I either beat somebody 3-0 up and then they rage quit, or I get beat 7-0, 8-1, 9-2, and it's just like not an even playing field.
Can I ask a question to you both? In terms of what you're saying about rewards, and then Chris, what he's saying about challenges, so it might not be rewards. Would it be, just thinking out loud, would it be the fact that there's so many things to do? Like, you've got the gauntlet, you've got this, you've got that, so maybe people are just focusing, right, I'll do the gauntlet, or I'll focus on that. There's far too much to do in this game now. That might be a possibility as well.
Yes, because I said actually in the Discord, because the rewards from the gauntlet and the rewards from the tournaments and the cups are better than the rewards from rivals.
Mm-hmm.
So why play rivals apart from to get your weekend league points? And I think that is what's happening. A lot of people don't really play rivals. There's a lot of people say, I have to remember, I don't want to call out, but I think it was possibly Gorilla or somebody, one of those pros. It basically says he's got 3 accounts, but he doesn't really play rivals. He plays champs. That's what he does with his 3 accounts. Doesn't really play rivals. He'll play rivals. He's obviously got a main account that he needs to be up, Div 4 and above and pro and all that. But apologies, Gorilla, if it wasn't you, but it was one of those big streamers that it basically said they don't really play rivals.
I'll be honest with you, I just play rivals. I play rivals and squad battles. I'll maybe sometimes touch rush. I don't touch tournaments. I don't touch gauntlet. I just don't have the time. The challenger suits me because it's 5 games. I'm struggling to fit through into champs, to be honest with you. I accept the fact that probably it's me not playing enough and not learning enough. And if you do want to get better at the game, there is an ideal place to go. That is footcoaching.com. Look the guys up. They're excellent coaches there. So if you want to get better at the game, that's the place to go. But James, I'll really quickly ask you, because actually I was thinking about it today, is with all these patches and the difference in the game, do you notice, as a player who plays with his feet, have you noticed a real difference between FC 25 and FC 26?
Aye, it's and also they patch it all the time, Chris. You're pretty much in a situation where you're playing a different game every week or every 2 weeks, and then if the community doesn't like something, then now EA listen to the community, then they take something off just because you don't like it. So it's weird.
And is there something they've done from an accessibility point of view then, from your point of view? Because as you say, as you've told us before in previous pods, you don't really use skill moves as such because the ability to use the buttons, but is there something from an accessibility point of view that you've noticed a real difference between FC 25 and FC 26?
I would say a difference between from early FIFAs to now for the whole FC. There's a few issues. I would say the first one being the FC roles. I don't know what they've done, but it doesn't really complement whatever code they've got. That's just my opinion in terms of AI attacking runs and things like that. The movements of the players, they've complicated it too much, and also the roles system. I really don't like the role system. I feel you should have a player that's good in terms of his attacking position. That should be how good an attacking player is, and also a defensive one should be more on the defensive position, no just role plus and all this carry on. Like some cases you would have like a 20k player outperform a 500k player just because the 20k player has plus on a role, so it's get better attacking the AI, but say his positioning's 80. Also, in terms of me and my experience, there's so many buttons that you need to press now. In my opinion, for an elite player to get better at the game, you should always hold in controlled sprint. Like, always, in my particular opinion, you should always do that. You should always hold it in as well for your passing, for the driven passing as well, to make it more accurate and more faster and less to be intercepting. You should always double tap the passing as well. But there's like 36 passing techniques in the game, and there's so many button combinations that's made it very, very difficult for me. Like now we've got low drivens where you have to hold in finesse and then double tap as well. So you're like, bloody hell. So, it's from my experience, it's just the amount of buttons that you have to press these days. It's just taking it away for the experience, really. And then what other people that are just playing, that you've got people that are always holding in the buttons, because it's so frustrating. That I understand the mechanics of it, I understand how it all works, but to implement it is a different ballgame because I need to press so many buttons. And I think that's moved it away from the casual now, that they have to press so many buttons just to make a pass or do a shot or do a skill move or do a controlled sprint, that maybe it's put off a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, and just the way the game's coded, I don't feel it works well with the IQ system at all, really. It should just be back to the old system. We get in behind and player instructions. That's just my opinion on it. And then in terms of accessibility, there's a lot that EA needs to get better accessibility. They are going over it. Obviously, I can't say much in terms of accessibility, in terms of that, but they are trying to improve it. But there's so much they can do, and that's across the board as well in terms of video games in a whole.
Mm-hmm. John, so you're going to add something there, sorry?
No, I was just going to say, when he was talking about player movement and IQ and things like that, it feels like most people have said that a lot of people are playing 4-5-1 more for the defensive aspect, or 4-4-1-1 and stuff like that. But I do feel my left and right midfielders are missing. They're build-up players. They're never in the box players.
Mm-hmm. Even
though they're on inside forward, they're not forwards. Yeah, in squad battles, they're always in the box. But against a player, they're never in the box. Basically, full back, midfielder, wide man, back into cam, into striker. The wide midfielders are never anywhere near the box.
James, you're probably a better player than me. Is there anything you could suggest for John there, how he could combat that?
What, in terms of what aspect, John? Sorry, say that again. Like
I want my left midfielder, my right midfielder, and a 4-4-1-1. I want them. They're set on inside forward, but they're never in the box. They don't make those runs into the box. So I'd probably need to trigger them more, but that's my weak point. But even when on really good build-up play, you've got the ball around your cam and your striker sitting a wee bit in front. The wingers, the wide midfielders, is like, well, are you going to make a move to the box? You're an inside forward. You're going to make a move. Please make a move. I'll pay you to make a move.
In my personal experience, if you want movement from your wide players, don't play any formations, John, that have got a left mid and a right mid, because like you said, they're only good at build up. Your right wing and your left wing's going to run a wee bit further away from you, but it's still going to push your opponent's defence back the way, and that's what you want. So that would be good. But also this year, actually, I don't play narrow formations at all. I don't like them at all. But for maybe the first few weeks of this, I realised straight away that the runs are terrible out the wide. In my opinion, advanced forward support, if you play one cam on Shadow Striker and you have one striker on Poacher, I think that's the best movement you'll ever get out of this game in a narrow formation. And then one of your centre mids. Oh, we've lost Chris. Your centre mids on playmaker attack, John.
I was just going to say to everybody that I really enjoyed the Gambler and his Cowboys. I think I mentioned it to you, James, when you dashed this week. It was really fun show. I'm not a huge American football fan, but it was really interesting. And it was a bit works on all as well, so there was not a lot of the fluff as well. So no, it was really worth watching if you can catch up on it. I'll have to listen back to the show to find out what you guys had recommended.
I haven't yet.
Oh,
I was just about John recommended Fantastic Five, the movie he saw on Wednesday. So that's a good choice. I'll probably go with two. I'll try with my listeners. We'll go Family, The Traitors on BBC One. And Mayor of Kingstown. It's very, very good. Jeremy Renner's on it. It's like a prison drama. He's responsible for getting the prison life and getting the people out. It's set in America. It's very, very good.
No, brilliant. So, guys, look, we had a bit of technical issues there, but hopefully you've enjoyed the show. We've reached the 1 minute into injury time, and we're going to call it quits at that. So there's just one thing left to do, and that is to
Drop it.
drop it.
Drop it.